Hello everyone, I am Abdul Basit from Information Technology University in Lahore, Pakistan. I will be presenting localizing firearm carriers by identifying human object pairs. This presentation is for International Conference on Image Processing 2020. So let's move on to the presentation. Here are the contents of today's slides. I will be starting with introduction and then I will be moving on to methodology, dataset, results and conclusion. Many lives are lost around the world in gun violence incidents every year. Surveillance systems are employed by governments and authorities to counter these violent incidents, but they require huge manual support and there are chances of error in monitoring the video feed from surveillance systems. So there is a need for an automated system that can detect firearms and their carriers in the image. We approach this problem in context of human-object interaction with sole action of holding a firearm. Firearm detection is a difficult task because of different varieties and variation in shapes and sizes of firearms. Firearm carrier identification is even challenging because firearms may be cluttered with the human body, and there is also a case where some firearms may overlap with multiple humans. So it becomes difficult to tell which person is actually holding the firearm. In this paper, a novel approach is presented to identify firearm carriers. We use existing knowledge in domain of object detection and pose extraction to devise an algorithm that can perform the required task. We approach the problem in multiple ways to find a best possible solution. Baseline approaches are intuitive from the data, and then we propose an algorithm which is based on rigorous analysis of the baseline approaches. Before moving on to the methodology in detail, I will be introducing you to some of terminology that I am going to use in next few slides. OAOD or Orientation Aware Object Detection is a specialized object detector for firearms, which extract orientation information along with bounding box and object class. The orientation information for object detection is important because in X-ray aligned boxes there is a chance of huge background noise as compared to the actual object in the bounding box. Similarly, I will be using OpenPose for pose extraction in our proposed methodology. OpenPose is a fast and accurate algorithm to extract human pose from the images. The human pose consists of some key points. In the figure, these key points are represented by different colors. You can ignore the lines joining the key point as they are providing limb information, and we will only be interested in key point information for our proposed approaches. The first baseline approach is based on the intuitive assumption that a firearm box will contain the human hand key points who is holding the firearm. We start by using OAOD for firearm detection. This gives us some bounding boxes for the firearms in the images. We crop these axis aligned bounding boxes and pass each of the cropped region through a pose detector like OpenPose, which extracts some key points from the region. If the extracted key points are valid, that is their confidence is greater than a certain threshold alpha, we categorize the firearm associated with this region as carried. Otherwise, the firearm is categorized as not carried. Alpha is the confidence threshold for key points. For our experiments, we use 0.3 as value of alpha. This baseline approach is appropriate for straightforward cases, but for complex cases it fails to identify firearm carriers. For example, when a firearm is not hand-centered, that is, pixels containing hand information are much smaller than the background, hand detection becomes more challenging. So hand key points cannot be extracted for these cases. The second baseline approach is similar to that of first baseline approach, but instead of extracting hand key points from a cropped region, we extract full body pose of persons in the image. If the extracted key points are located inside a firearm bounding box, then we categorize this firearm as carried, otherwise the firearm is categorized as not carried. We start by using OpenPose on the input image, which gives us some key points for the pose of persons in the image. We use OAOD firearms for firearm detection in parallel, which gives us some bounding boxes for the firearm detection. If the extracted key points are located inside the firearm bounding box, we categorize this firearm as carried, otherwise the firearm is categorized as not carried. This baseline approach again works well for simple cases, but for complex cases, it fails to localize firearm carriers. Also, the performance of this baseline approach is highly dependent on the pose extraction. Sometimes full body pose of persons is not visible in the image. So this baseline approach fails to handle that case. The third baseline approach is different than the first two baseline approaches in the aspect that it uses human extraction instead of pose extraction from the image. If the person bounding box is overlapping with a firearm bounding box, we categorize the firearm as carried by that person. Otherwise, the firearm is categorized as not carried. We start by using faster RCNN for human detection, which gives us some bounding boxes for the persons in the image. Again, we use OAOD firearms for firearm detection. Then we compute IOU of firearm bounding box with each human bounding box. If this intersection over union is greater than some threshold, we categorize the firearm as carried by that person. Here beta is the threshold of overlap. We use 0.5 as value of beta for our experiments. This baseline approach works well for simple cases, but for complex cases it may give false results because one firearm may overlap with multiple human bounding boxes, and the higher IOU bounding box may result in wrong association. This leads us to our final proposed approach, where instead of checking for IOU we train a deep learning model. We start with the input image. Human detection is performed by faster RCNN with ResNet backbone trained on COCO dataset. Firearms are detected independently using OAOD. Each detected human bounding box is paired with each detected firearm bounding box to generate a set of human object pairs. Each pair is then classified as carried or not carried using a deep neural network. These classifications are mapped back to input image as post-processing step. This completes the inference part of our proposed approach. Now I will explain how we perform training of our network. For training we have a set of images. We use ground truth bounding box for firearm and person to generate human object pairs. Each of these instances pass through VGG16 followed by adaptive average pooling. Adaptive average pooling allows us to handle multi-size human object pairs without resizing. Finally, we train fully connected layers using cross entropy loss. This completes the training part of our proposed approach. After training, we save the model weights for use in inference phase. We propose a firearm detection dataset. The dataset consists of 2400 training images and 700 test images. Each image in the dataset is labeled with object bounding box, human bounding box, and human object interaction. Here are some sample images from the dataset. You can see that the dataset contains complex images. These complex images allow our model to learn real-world scenarios. These are the qualitative results of our proposed approach. Firearm carrier is identified in red color bounding box and firearm is identified in green color bounding box. The human object interactions are represented here in dotted line from the human bounding box to the firearm bounding box. The results show that our proposed approach is able to handle complex scenarios where the firearm carrier is not clearly visible. These are the final quantitative results of our algorithm. We performed comparisons of our algorithm with baselines. As a Bayesian study, we also performed experiments using VGG16 as backbone for human detection and without adaptive average pooling in our architecture. To compare results of our proposed approach with baseline, we compute average precision for guns and rifle for holding action category. You can see that our proposed approach with adaptive average pooling using ResNet backbone for human detection gives best results. To conclude, we can see that an efficient algorithm for detecting firearm carriers in an image is presented in this paper. This algorithm will not only help in improving security measures around the world, but it will also allow relevant authorities to take timely action against a firearm carrier. In future, we propose to use attention mechanisms for human and object in the cropped human-object pairs. This will allow our model to learn relevant features from the region where object and human are located and ignore the features from other regions. We will also extend our work for victim identification in the image. Victim identification will be challenging because victims are not directly interacting with the firearm. Finally, the current work will also be extended to identify roles of every person in the image. Role identification will be a challenging task and will be helpful in general area of context understanding of a scene. For more information, please visit author's profile. That is all from me. Thank you for joining. You are welcome to ask any question.